In Crimea about social networks, Russia uses social networks not only for propaganda, but also for persecuting Crimeans for pro-Ukrainian position. For example, FSB, Russian FSB, creates different very various group in, for example, in Facebook or in Telegram or Telegram channels, and invite people in this community, and after that posted some pro-Ukrainian information, publications, and after that fabricate criminal cases against these people, because in March 2022, Putin adopts a new criminal article and administrative article, so-called like discreditation of Russian army. So it's really very important tools for Russia. So, and what situation in Romania, Remus?
Thank you. Yes, we have to face the pro-Russian propaganda. We have to oppose it. And yes, we have in Romania also a lot of pro-Russian propaganda in some TV channels, in some online publications, in a lot of TikTok, YouTube channels, and so on. But we have to oppose them. We have to do our best to oppose them because, yeah, for me, when I come back to Romania after many days spent in Ukraine, when I find peace in Romania, let's say, I have to continue the never-ending war against the pro-Russian propaganda, because every time I write an article for Newsweek, or every time when I publish a clip on YouTube or TikTok, there are a lot of comments, pro-Russian comments, and they are full of logical fallacies. You know, what about whataboutism? What about the Vietnam War? Why you are not in Vietnam War and tell us what's happening there? My friend, Vietnam War was more than 50 years ago. Why don't you tell us about Iraq War? Why don't you tell us about Palestine, Israel? I've been there. I reported about this, but it doesn't matter for them. So, whataboutism and denialism? They simply deny. When I show some war crimes of Russians in Ukraine, they say, no, it's not true. For instance, when I start live on TikTok and I show, look, buildings destroyed, people died here, a lot of trolls say, no, you are not there. You are not there. You are in Bucharest. You are in a movie studio and you play with our minds or something like this. So they deny, they simply deny everything, but you have to face them. You have to show them, look, I'm here. Look, I took a stone from, I'm not in a studio. Look, this stone is from a building that was destroyed and so on. And usually there is one guy with many accounts. And sometimes the same troll posts a lot of comments like there is a huge majority against me. But in fact, it's just one guy with 20 accounts or 30 accounts. And sometimes he speaks with himself. He says something and then he replies to that thing, oh yeah, it's true, yeah, Putin is good, yeah, Zelensky is bad, and so on. Soros pays Remus Cernea to go to Ukraine, and there are a lot of conspiracy theories, and I see this war on information that is happening now regarding Ukraine, a part of a broader war, a political war, because from my understanding, especially in the last, let's say, 6, 8 years, 10 years, we do not have political debates around different political approaches. Let's say liberals, conservatives, progressists, Greens, and so on. No, we see more and more the political debate is around conspiracy theories. It's mainly a war on truth. Some people show the truth, and it's not enough just to say, look, this is the truth. It's important to prove it. It's important to show strong proofs that what you are saying is right. But on the other side, there are a lot of conspiracy theories, or simply denial, or logical fallacies. And yes, we have to see and we have to understand that we need more critical thinking in our societies We have to help our children, our young people, to develop their critical thinking, because otherwise they will be very easily manipulated by the conspiracy theories and by the pro-Russian propaganda and by all of these package of logical fallacies. Yes, and in Romania there is an ongoing fight. There are many public figures, public personalities that support Russia, not, let's say, not directly. They don't say Russia is right or something like this. No, they try to put Ukraine in a shadow. So they want to make a lot of people think, yeah, but maybe Russia is not so good, but not the Ukrainians too. And this is a tactic of bringing confusion.
Nothing is like clear. It's like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, because it's much easier to make people be a bit confused. And if they are confused, it's very hard for them to take sides. It's very hard. It's becoming much harder for people to take sides if they are quite confused. But we have to understand this, and we have to fight. We have to show again and again the truth and the proofs. It's not enough just to have statements. It's crucial to have proofs in order to show that your statement is truth. And you can demonstrate to everyone, it's a verifiable truth. It's a verifiable thing that you say. Everyone can verify. And that's why I think that's what's happening with Ukraine and what's happening in politics in US and in Europe. It's a war on truth. And I will end saying that, yeah, in Romania we have two extremist parties. Unfortunately, we will have 4 elections this year: local, European, presidential, and parliamentary elections. So full package, yeah. And these two extremist parties together have around 20 up to 25% in the polls, which is quite huge. We didn't have such amount of extremists since, let's say, the year 2000. But yeah, there will be a fight. There will be a fight, and we will see how many people will go to vote against extremists in Romania.